What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's YouTube video. So today's video, we're gonna make chicken not suck again. So if you're going to the gym and you're trying to have a high protein diet, I'm guessing that chicken breast or some sort of chicken is a staple in your diet. So I'm gonna show you 3 of my favorite recipes. It's 2 different types of chicken, the way I like to make it, and it makes any meal taste so much better. Starting with the first one, we're gonna do a chicken parmi. Chicken parmi or chicken parma? I don't know, I call it chicken parmi. We're gonna do a chicken parmi. And then the second one, we're gonna do 2 like Japanese style chicken teriyaki dishes. All right guys, so step number 1, we just wanna preheat the oven. And we're just gonna go about 180. And you're just gonna let that for like 5-10 minutes while we get this ready, and then we're gonna pop it in. This should only take like 20 minutes tops, okay? So we're gonna get some chicken breast. It's open, I've already washed my hands, don't stress. So you can, it depends on like the size of chicken breast. Like these, they're actually quite small, so instead of cutting them, I might just pop them straight in. But if you have thick chicken breasts, then you're probably gonna wanna slice them in half and then do it like that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave those there. I'm gonna wash my hands again. Okay, so yeah, they didn't actually need chopping at all. So what you're gonna do, get a decent sized bowl. We're gonna crack 2 eggs into here. Now, if I was doing this for the week, I would probably do more like 4 to 6 eggs, and I would do a whole bunch of chicken breasts. If you prep, I don't really prep too much because I kind of just prep for 1 to 2 days, but a lot of my clients prep for at least like 3 to 5 days in advance. So if you're doing that, then I'd probably do 5 or 6 eggs and then maybe 4 or 5 chicken breasts as well. Kind of 1 egg to 1 chicken breast is a pretty good ratio. Just gonna mix these about. I think this bowl's a little bit overkill, but that's all good. Okay, so once we got that, now we're gonna get some breadcrumbs, and this is key to make it, to give it that like kind of chicken parmy feel. Cool. It's not the most glamorous part, but you just got to get the chicken breast, soak it in the egg. So kind of just let it sit in there. I'm just going to take that chicken breast, put it in the breadcrumbs, and you're kind of just going to have to mix it around, crumb it the best you can. These bowls were not the right size. All right guys, I should have got this out before, but you're gonna need a baking tray. You can either line this with paper or just spray it with some coconut oil or olive oil. And guys, these recipes, you can honestly, it doesn't matter if you're bulking or cutting, you can eat these. You'll just have to kind of play with the amounts, and it's more depends on what you have with it. So obviously, if you're bulking, if you're on higher calories, I would probably put this with something like chips, like we're gonna do today. Or if I was cutting and I want to keep the calories down, I'd probably have it with like a salad or cooked veggies or something. So now from there, all we do, take the chicken breast, pop it on the tray. You can also add flour to these recipes, guys, but if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I'm all about simplicity. So the less ingredients for me, the better, and the quicker it is, the better. So get that one, pop it on. All right guys, so we're just gonna throw these in the oven. We're going, it doesn't feel very hot. What's going on here? Oh, I've got it on the wrong one, idiot. Guys, if I didn't screw up in the cooking video, it wasn't cooking with gamble, really, was it? So make sure you got it on this one, whatever that means. So I'm pretty sure that means it's completely, I don't know. That's the one. All you cooking experts out there probably, this guy's a fucking idiot. All right, so chucking it. So that 5-10 minutes is probably gonna go up to more like 10 to 15 now because we stuffed up. So I'll chuck the timer on. We'll get started on the next part, and then I'll show you that in a minute. All right guys, so chicken parmy on its own would be kind of boring. So I'm gonna do it with chicken parmy and chips, just like the standard, what you'll get at the pub, but this is way better macros, way better calories. Like I was saying before, if you're bulking, if you got high enough calories, I'd 100% do it with some like chips or mashed potato or whatever you like. And then if you're cutting, you still could, it just depends how many calories you got to play with. But a lower option would be, just like some cooked veg or some salad. So I'm all about simplicity, so I'm gonna be super lazy today. So you could either get these chips here, which honestly, the macros on these are pretty freaking good. 97% fat free. So if I was just to do this with normal white potato, sweet potato, all I'd do is chop it up into chips and then chuck it in the air fryer. I'd do exactly the same thing, and I would put oil over it so it cooks better anyway. So it would be probably about the same macros. For you guys that track calories out there, per 100 gram is 22 carb and 3 fat. So I mean, for a 300 gram serve, which is what we're gonna do today, you're looking at 9 fat, which is about a teaspoon or a tablespoon of oil. So it's not too bad. If you don't have an air fryer, just pop these in the oven for about the same amount of time as the chicken. But if you do have an air fryer, they're the best things ever. $330, close enough. Throw them in the air fryer. We're gonna go 180 for about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Start. Cool, that's it. Air fryers are the best things ever. If you don't have one, 100% recommend getting one. I'm pretty sure that was like Kmart, super cheap, so they're pretty good. All right guys, so while that's going, we're gonna move on to the next recipe here. So we're gonna do like, it's a pretty basic chicken teriyaki style dish, and we're gonna serve this with udon noodles. So what you're gonna need here, you can kind of mix these about, but this is just the kind of concoction that I like to use. Now instead of sugar, to keep the calories down, sugar-free maple syrup. I know it's gonna sound weird, but just bear with me. Soy sauce, we're doing about 2 tablespoons. I'd honestly, like if I wasn't doing the video, probably just guess, but I wanna kind of weigh it out, that way I can write it down in the description for you guys. Rice wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon. Chili flakes, this is optional. Obviously, if you don't like hot food, don't put this in there. 1 to 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. You can do maple syrup, sugar, honey even would be a good idea. Anything like chicken teriyaki dishes are very sweet, so anything that gives it like that kind of sweet flavor will be good. And then minced garlic. We're doing about, because I'm going to do a whole pack of chicken tenderloin, so we're doing about a tablespoon of minced garlic as well. That's good. Cool. And then that's literally it. Sauce done, ready to go. I know we did chicken breast for the other ones, the oven bake, because it kind of works better with a parmi. But if you do want your chicken to taste better, I would definitely recommend tenderloins over chicken breast. If you're doing dishes like this, tiny bit more fat, like per gram, but they taste so much better. So if you can fit them, 100% recommend. So they're probably just over halfway cooked, I reckon. They probably would have been cooked if I had the actual pan heated, but it's all good. Oh, that's embarrassing. There we go. All right, so what we do here is we're just gonna spoon a bit of this. Oh, shit. We're just gonna drop a bit on there, all right? Just a few spoons over the top. This is just passata, guys. So again, for my calorie trackers out there, this is super low. It's literally just tomato. And then just get this cheese. Again, like I showed you in my last cooking video, guys, 50% less fat. This stuff's so good. It's more protein than fat. And then we're gonna pop them back in for maybe another 10 minutes. Okay guys, so while that's finishing up, we're gonna move on to the chicken teriyaki. So get the sauce, come over to the fry pan. Again, you can do these in the oven or the fry pan. I just like fry pan because it's quicker. Wait for it to get hot, and then whatever oil you like. Okay guys, so for the second dish, we're gonna do udon noodles with the chicken teriyaki. You can I rotate between noodles and rice. This is why I kind of love this recipe, because as you've seen, the sauce, that took me 30 seconds to make. Those tenders will take 5. And then you can just kind of prepare the carbs on the side, so noodles and rice, and then swap back between them. So these are super simple. All I'm gonna do is boil the kettle. Once that's done, you can either boil it or heat up on the stove, but this is quicker. And then all we do is let a packet of these sit in there for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and then done. And then from here, guys, just gonna let it sit fairly low, and we're gonna pour all this sauce in. All right guys, so this is pretty much done here. The parmis, because I didn't turn the oven on to preheat, they're gonna be a little bit longer than I expected, but that's all good. So we'll do the teriyaki first. So that was on for maybe 3-4 minutes. Right, serve them straight into the bowl here. All I'm gonna do as well, I just have a spring onion. This just gives a little bit of taste and does make it look a bit better. All right guys, so this is the finished product. That's what it should look like. I'll basically leave that in until all the sauce is kind of soaked up there. Just pop it on top. Might add a tad more sauce, and then just pop a little bit of spring onion over the top. And that's the finished product. So chicken teriyaki with udon noodles, maybe 10 minutes tops. Super simple. The last ingredient, I completely forgot about these, sesame seeds. It just gives it that super, oh. Okay, don't do that. Super like teriyaki feel. There we go. All right guys, so there is the finished product. So we got the chicken parmi with chips, and we got the chicken teriyaki with udon noodles and the sesame seeds. So as you've seen, these are super simple, like they're very quick, especially this one guys, very, very quick. The chicken parmi, it did take longer than expected, but that's because I didn't preheat the oven because I'm an idiot. But so make sure you preheat the oven before you do those. When I said like 15, maybe bump another 5 or 10 minutes on there because it did take a little bit longer than expected, but it tastes super good. I'll chuck the macros and calories and stuff on the screen for you so you can see. Yeah, if you like these recipes, let me know. Make sure you chuck it up on your story, tag me in it. And if you like the video, drop it a like, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one.